Welcome back, everybody. So today, this is the first episode of my live unboxing. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the time where I do this stream normally, as that it is 3:06 on a Saturday, but I have the equipment kind of put together today. So I wanted to give this thing a try and see what this looks like. And to get started, we're going to unbox this Lenovo Legion Slim 7. Right, and this is an older model, but Lenovo sent this over for me to do a review on. I think they're testing me with some of their old stuff before they give me the new stuff. So I wanted to go ahead and get this going and try this as the test bed for unboxing this laptop. So for all the folks that are joining, if you have questions, please put those in the comments. And I'll be able to see those come across on this fine Samsung laptop that we have here. We're going to unbox this Lenovo laptop. And we have 3 camera views, I hope. So this is camera view 1, right? And then nice little camera view 2, which is here off to my left. And then camera view 3, which is top down. And I've got this one flipped somehow. I'm not sure, but I think if I just do everything backwards, it'll look okay to you folks out there, out in the world. Like I said, if you have questions, please let me know, and we'll take those as we go along. But we're going to go ahead and get started, and let's talk a little bit about the boxing. Now, this obviously is a demo unit, as that it has been opened already. You can see the tape is ripped here. So this won't be first dibs on this particular unit, but hopefully we can get a feeling of what it's like to actually open one of these up. Now, from a specs point of view, I don't know if this camera will be able to read this or not, but this is a Lenovo i9 13900H 2.6 gig processor, terabyte of SSD storage, 16 gig of RAM. It's got an RTX 7040, 16-inch WQXGA display, battery, and then Windows 7 Home. Now, this is a mighty fine piece of equipment. Now, Legion is the Lenovo gaming brand. However, in my head, when I hear that, what that really means is that there'll be 2 things, right? A lot of performance, and that's inclusive of the video card, which is a 4070, which is pretty strong, particularly for a laptop. But also, they have some gaming aesthetics, and we'll see that as we take this out of the box and see if that's true or not, right? So usually there's some RGB or some other things that make it a little bit cooler than your standard business laptop. Okay, let's try. That's not going to work for us. I think these cameras are zooming in and out a little bit. So let's take this and get started with the unboxing. So I'm going to flip this open here, and this is a nice brown box. It was shipped in an external box, which is a little bit larger, with padding, and there's a handle of sorts that's made out of some type of paper-like material. This flips up, and this pops open here, and the top doesn't hinge in any way, so we just slide the laptop out here. And we'll slide this out this way. Let's go to a top down here and slide this out. All right. Now, if we look inside of the box, we can see that there's an additional thingy here with other stuff in it that we'll get to, and the other piece of foam down at the bottom. Let's go back to this 3/4 view, and I want to see if I can zoom this out a little bit, maybe. No, I can only get in deeper with it, so that's not going to work super well for this, but maybe I can gimbal down. Oh, no. Try this. That helps a little bit. Let's see if we can dial this in. All right, there we go. Let's go back to here where I zoom that down. Bring this back up. This looks a little dark maybe, so maybe I should bring in some additional external lighting to see this stuff a little bit better. But this is the internal packaging for the laptop. So there is a box here that the laptop ships in, which is inside of the internal box, which was inside of the brown box, which was on the outside. So let's go ahead and let's see. Maybe this. Yeah, let's open it up this way. See what happens. All right. Now inside of here, we have a black cloth sleeve. This is really quite nice. Everything's super dark. And then here we have a little secret container with instructions and other items. Legion, Lenovo, and then some other stuff. But it's like a trick container, hidden container down at the bottom. Now, let's take this laptop out of the cloth sleeve that it's in. Okay. Excessive use may cause damage to your vision. that is a horrible disclaimer to be on this cloth. But yeah, there we go. It may cause damage to your vision. And here is the laptop. Let's give you a 3/4 view here. And let's go ahead and flip this up. All right. The last person was nice enough to leave the film in there. And we can get started with Lenovo services. Get the best with them. Other stuff here. Take a top-down shot for you. All right. So let's talk about what I immediately notice here, which is going to be our best view. Probably this top down for this. Yeah, I think so. So what I immediately notice is, let's see how far back the hinge on this goes all the way completely flat. So you can take this thing all the way down. It doesn't hit anything at all. And your camera is here at the top on this notch that comes out of the top of the screen here. Across the top here, you've got a center button, which I'm going to assume is power, and we'll get to that in a minute. And then probably speakers and maybe some heat exhaust. I'm not sure, but I'm almost certain there'll be speakers there. Lenovo badge down here on the corner, RTX, NVIDIA badge, Intel Core i9, and then e-support with a QR code. And then I guess a description also says function, queue, world, and other stuff. Now let's take a look and see on the top here what we've got. So we have Legion, that's very nice and shiny. Lenovo here on this side. On the bottom, we've got exhaust, maybe speaker area here, rubber feet that run across the entire length on the back, and then left and right on the front. And this is Legion branded. On the side here, we've got a SD card, and then camera on and off. That's nice. Exhaust, and this is almost certainly for the video card, but there are no ports here for the connectivity outside of the card. On the back, we have a ton of connectivity. So we've got USB, USB, USB. Those are A, HDMI. Your power here, no USB-C yet. And on this side, USB-C, and this one has got the power icon, a headphone jack, and then another USB-C, which is labeled USB-PD. All right, let's open this back up here. And then we're going to set this to the side, and we're going to open up this other box. So inside of here, we have power cable, obviously rifled through already. And then this is the brick, and it is a hefty brick. Looks like it's got a little stand. And this is where the power cable would connect to the brick. We'll set this off to the side. And we'll bring the laptop back up here for everybody. Now, so just some interesting things here. Let me bring you back up to this. So hopefully you can see this. So here's the hinge. And then behind the hinge, you've got what is almost ½ inch of space there behind the hinge. So as you see, you can watch the screen lift up, but you have space here. And they have labeling for the different ports. So if you're trying to get something back there, it makes it a lot easier. If this were all the way back, you can't really see what's going on. But here I can easily see. Okay, here's USB. Yep, USB, HDMI, power. So it makes it much easier to try and find those ports on the back without flipping it around or picking it up. So that's kind of nice. We have another badge here, audio by Harman. And I believe Harman is a Samsung company. Is that right? I think Harman is a Samsung company now. I think Samsung picked up that brand at some point in the past. Not that that matters. Now let's talk about the keyboard. We'll flip this back around. So this is a full keyboard. You've got a full numeric keypad here on the right-hand side, which I really like, particularly when you are in this type of form factor. This is kind of cool. The keys are what I call just standard keyboard kind of keys. So they're not clicky or anything like that. They're completely silent, but they're plenty tactile. I don't know that I would want to type on this as my permanent keyboard. Of course, I would say that for pretty much every laptop or any laptop that exists. And then touchpad is hinged here at the top, and you can hear it clicky, clicky. You can click one side or the other. So that's nice. Function keys across the top with the function button, obviously, up, down, and then this looks like the brightness as well. Everything else appears to be what you would expect from a layout. Now, if you notice, the trackpad is not centered. It is off to the left. And let me put my hands into a normal typing type of situation here for you so you can kind of see. So if I'm typing and I have my hands, you'll off-center this just a little bit. So I think the idea here is with this numeric keypad on the side, you center yourself off-center from the keyboard just like you would normally. And then your fingers, your thumbs, are right in the center of the trackpad at that point. So that's a pretty good fit. And then my palms have plenty of space to hit. Maybe you can see a little bit better here, to hit here on this and not be touching the trackpad. So I can rest my palms on the keyboard, type, and then reach down very easily to get to the trackpad. All right, so let's see if there's any power. I don't know if there's going to be any charge on this unit at all right now, but I'm going to attempt to turn this on and see if this powers up at this point. This is obviously live and have no idea exactly how this is going to work because this is not a first go around with this. So hopefully whoever had this before me left a little bit of charge in here. But let's flip back down to the top down. And I've got this screen opened all the way up, so you should be able to see along with me what's happening. So hit the button. And all right, so I'm getting color on the keyboard, and it is obviously an RGB keyboard. The lights are starting to move left to right, and the colors. So it cycles through blue, purple, green, maybe some type of magenta. And Lenovo and welcome. And that boots straight up into a Legion background screen. So let me flip this around, make it a little bit easier for you to see as this boots. So something just started, flash there in the background. And I think we are completely booted at this point. So let's see, how does that look? So let's put this here. And I'm going to come around. I'm going to see if I can give you a view this way. I'm going to be shadowing this out pretty hard, I think. There we go. So let's see what's going on here. All right, yeah. Windows 11 loaded. Everything looking good. I don't think there are any cool apps on here. Let's see what's loaded right now. So just your normal stuff: calculator, clock, Cortana, journal, Legion Arena, Legion hotkeys, Lenovo Now, Lenovo Vantage, Lenovo Voice. All your basic Microsoft apps are there. Nahimic Companion, NVIDIA stuff. Settings. There's Spotify is loaded. And like I said, I don't know if this is all the super standard stuff that comes, but this is what's on this one. Let's see, a bunch of stuff we can pull down here. X-Rite Color Assistant. That's interesting. Now, it's got McAfee, and I'm not a huge McAfee kind of guy. That's not something I'm super interested in. From my point of view, the built-in Microsoft antivirus is now completely good to go. So it now pops up the Tobii experience. Try head tracking for immersive game experience. Check out smart features too. Okay, let's close that out. Get all these pulled down. So it popped Microsoft Teams, GeForce 4070 laptop, which is inactive right now. And there's some stuff that Windows wants done, which I'm not going to get into right now. But we're getting the news from Alexa over there. Alexa, stop. So I think that's I think we're in pretty good shape there. Let's check out Solitaire. Oh, established 1990. God, that's 35 years ago. All right, so I'm going to flip back around to the other side. All right, folks. So we have the Lenovo Legion 7, and like I said, this is an older model. But what I like about this is that this thing is really, really powerful. And as I do the full review on this and talk a little bit more about it, the reason that I call out that it's strong and it's an older model is that this is going to give you a considerable cost savings, right? So when you look to purchase a laptop, you don't have to go bleeding edge if you don't want to, and you can save yourself hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars because anything with a 4070 in a laptop is going to be pretty much all you need for most of your processes that you need to perform, your things you need to do on here. So this is going to be able to game quite competently 1440, 4K. We'll see as I play with it. Usually you're wanting 4080, 4090, something like that when you're really looking at the 4K kind of speeds in the NVIDIA processors or GPUs. But for gaming, and I won't even say light gaming, hardcore gaming at 1440, this is going to do what you need. And then also as a creator PC, this is going to have plenty of oomph to edit whatever you need to edit. So if you are a road warrior, I really like this kind of laptop because it's not a super huge form factor. It's not super, super heavy, but it gives you a lot of capabilities. And since it's an older model, it's going to give you a good price as well. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and close it out now. Everybody, thanks for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, ring the bell, and keep your eyes peeled for the next video where I really get into this and I see how this performs for me. I'm going to install some software and we'll see what happens at that point and see if this thing really can keep up with what I would expect out of a laptop of these specifications. All right, everybody, take care. See you in the next one.